Who are you? Obviously, who are you? This is one of the most powerful questions that you can answer. The answer to this question can provide you with so much clarity and understanding about what it is that you value, what it is that you want out of life, what you should be doubling down on and spending even more time doing, what you should maybe cut out of your life. And overall direction and clarity will present itself in abundance when you can answer this question, who am I? It's also good to feel confident in yourself, into what you stand for. Not just for the actions that you're going to be taking in day-to-day life and what you're going to be pursuing, but to stand firm in what you believe in and who you are, and know that with confidence can be a very powerful thing. It will change the way that you interact with the world energetically when you know who you are. Obviously, I cannot answer this question for you. I can answer it for me, but I can't answer it for you. No one else can answer this question. Even if I knew you, I could do my best to tell you who I think you are, but that's not what matters. What matters is who you are, who you know yourself to be. And there might be a big question mark around this question at first. You might be drawing a blank. It can seem quite daunting. It's quite general. So here's how you're going to do this exercise. So in order to answer this question, who am I, you have to contemplate. And here's where you need to start. When asking yourself, who am I? Go ahead, take out a journal, or if you don't have a journal, you should probably buy one. Journals are great, a great self-reflection tool. But you can go ahead, get out pen and paper. And I want you to start by defining what makes a person who they are. How would you answer the question, who am I? And this is actually a very important step in and of itself because it highlights what you think makes a person who they are. And this can bring out what you find to be very valuable. Is it their contribution to society that makes them who they are? Is it how much time they spend with their friends and family? Is it the hobbies that they do? Is it how much they're able to show their family love? Is it what their politics are, what their beliefs are, how they think a society should be organized and run, what their moral stances are? A combination of some or maybe all of the above that I just mentioned. Is it certain character traits? This is up for you to define. What is your metric for what makes you who you are? And even just this in and of itself, without getting specific about your own personality, is very illuminating because it shows you what you find to define a person and what you give value to and what you ought to be prioritizing, in a sense, for yourself. Now, once you have written out some semblance of what defines a person, you can go ahead and answer those questions on an individual level. Who are you according to what you think makes a person who they are? And be very thorough. Like, this shouldn't be just a paragraph. Maybe at first it feels like a very quick answer, but expand. Don't be shy with how much you're writing. This is only for your eyes at the end of the day. And the more that you have to work with, the better. You'll come to realize a lot about yourself, especially if you've never done this. But even if you have, you can revisit this exercise, do it again, and come to learn how you've grown and changed. You'll recognize what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are, what you're proud of, what you think you ought to change in your life. Maybe you're not so proud of certain aspects of it, of who you are. You'll come to recognize maybe what you should give more effort to, what you should double down on because you really, really enjoy that particular thing. Maybe you realize you want to be spending more time with your loved ones, whatever it might be. Now, obviously, there is a lot of room for getting to know yourself through various things like meditation, contemplation, self-reflection, certain modalities of therapy, internal family systems, parts work, integrating your shadow in general. When it comes to getting to know yourself, this is a very, very deep journey that you can embark on. But taking some time simply to answer this question in and of itself is very powerful. And if you're going to start somewhere, I think this is a good place to start. And even if you're not new to personal development and this kind of self-reflection work, like I said previously, this is a good question to revisit maybe a few times a year. Take about, it can be anywhere from 10 minutes to a couple hours that you're taking to answer this question. Getting to know the answer to the question, who am I, is very, very important. It's very powerful. It's very empowering. And it can serve as a wonderful guide for how you ought to lead and live your life. Now, I hope you go and take some time to do this exercise thoroughly and not just think about it in your head, but actually write things down, get your journal out, and spend some time and energy on this because it can really help you go a long way. If you don't know who you are, what you stand for, at the end of the day, you're sort of just wandering aimlessly through life. All right, guys, if you like self-reflection, if you think self-reflection is a powerful thing, be sure to also grab my free life audit workbook. Very powerful tool for accomplishing what it is that you want to accomplish, getting clear on what it is that your goals actually are, and then having a place to track your progress all in one convenient workbook. So be sure to claim yours. You can see the link down in the description below. And if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, you can also book a free coaching call. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Have a good one.